But you need to leave though.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles Jack. Say, man, I was done for the day. Man, I was chilling, bro. I wasn't on nothing else. I was going to save my content for tomorrow. I've been on this boxing shit, but, you know, I love to get out boxing. Love it. Too much shit going on right now in boxing anyway, so this is my escape. I love these topics. Oh, man, it is my duty. What the motherfuckers say, not on duty. But anyway, I love talking about these kind of topics. And it's some shocking shit. You know, that goddamn preacher wasn't having it. That motherfucker said, hold up. And the Hebrew Israelites, they was like, we not here to cause trouble. That motherfucker said, but I am. God damn. You know, the Bible says turn the other cheek. The Bible says to welcome those and bring them into the church. Yeah. Say come as you are. I guess that's how they got a gay church now. Just come as you are. You know, motherfuckers wearing anyway, I ain't gonna talk about the attire in church. I'm just gonna say this. Before I could get to the church, because I'm gonna stay on the church for a minute. Get to the Israelites. To the black Hebrew Israelites, I guess purple and gold is y'all colors. I figured you'd choose some African colors like black, green, yellow, red, or some shit like that. Okay, but purple and gold, I guess that's the colors. Okay. This is not about the colors or your attire. You brothers sound very educated. You have some knowledge for us that you're trying to get across to us. Okay. Matter of fact, I had a brother in my comments. He was like, he's a Hebrew, black Hebrew Israelite. And maybe we all are. That's besides the point, in my opinion. Look, I'm all for knowledge. I love studying our history and shit like that. I have studied our history. And I do know that we was on pretty much every side of this earth years and years ago. We was here before the Indians. It go even deep. There were black Indians, you know, so it just go a lot. We were the first and all that shit. Even brothers that's popping, it's brothers that's on fentanyl right now, and they know we the original people. Everybody know, all black folks know that. All classes of black folks know we the original people. That shit has never helped us, though. Look, I'm all for knowledge. Like I said, I'm all for knowledge. I'm all for the betterment of my people. That is what I care about the most. I care about black people in America first. And after that, it's black people all around the world. But black people in America, I feel like we have the greatest struggle. And I don't think no group of people in the history of this world has ever been done like the black American. And still to this day, getting done. So, I'm all for knowledge. You know, I just wish a black group come out and just be a little more aggressive. I ain't never heard of you motherfuckers getting in no fights. Never heard of you jumping on no white folks. Another thing, it's only so much shit you can talk as a black man when you work for a white boy. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's only so much shit you can talk as a black man and as a black leader and black independent when you work for a white boy. Most of you motherfuckers got regular jobs. Because if you didn't have regular jobs, you either got regular jobs or you selling dope. Because I ain't never heard of no Jewish factories. I've never heard of no black Jewish enterprises. I've never heard of black Jews and black Israelites hiring other black men, young men to work. Because that's what they need. You know what young black men need way more than some knowledge? Give them a job. Yeah, we need some black jobs. Black owned, only for black folks. Because I have never seen it. I've never seen a black owned business that only hired black folks. So we need some shit like that. If we so original and that's all we is and we don't need the white boy, well, show me we don't need the white boy. Because as far as I'm concerned, black people depend on white folks every day of our fucking lives. So you can keep telling me we original and we kings and shit, but we don't live like kings. Them girls were just twerking over there at the spot where they, shipped us off. They was twerking for the ancestors. Brothers that's wearing pink hair at 40. I just don't know, bro. We not no kings and queens. I don't see that shit when I'm in society. We just are who we are. So you can try to build our self-esteem up and make us think we some shit we ain't. No, our people used to be that. Yeah, maybe back then they was that. We ain't that shit now. We niggas and bitches. That's what we are. So all that other shit. Listen, bro. If you want to really show us who we are, bro, we need power. I understand it starts with the mind. I'm not trying to shit on the message of the black Israelites. Look, I'm all for knowledge, bro. Y'all remind me of the 5%ers. I damn near became one when I was in prison. I damn near, until I seen some shit. But anyway, I agree with a lot of shit they say, the 5%ers. Yeah, the black man is God and the white boy is the devil. I believe that shit wholeheartedly. Yeah, I think that's the realest shit that any religion teaches. Is that the black man is God and the white boy is the devil. I believe that because it's only one. The white folks is the only group of people that is never stopped or got tired of hate. They never get tired of it. That shit never gets exhausting. Nah, but I'm gonna get to that another time. But anyway, Hebrews, listen, do y'all thing, bro. Believe what you believe, but let me say this. This is why I really got a little disdain for you the most. Cause I understand. Let me say, I'm not trying to shit on y'all. Because I understand it's hard to build industries and enterprises for black people to have jobs. They take a lot of unity. And it take resources. So I understand that. It's not to shit on you. But when I saw y'all lined up about 500 deep at the Barclays, just so Kyrie could dribble, that's when I said y'all on some bullshit. Yeah, to be that militant for a basketball, and I was speaking up for Kyrie, but we see what Kyrie did. Listen, Kyrie, I appreciate you trying to take a stance and say that we the original, but when that white boy whooped you, and when Adam Silver told you better keep that shit out your mouth and you better apologize and you better dribble and shut the fuck up, Kyrie has yet to say anything else about us being the original people. So y'all lining up for Kyrie, that was a waste of fucking time. Like I said, I appreciate Kyrie trying. Yeah, just like Dave Chappelle tried, but he been quiet for 2 years ever since that last special. So what I'm saying is Kyrie got spooked. He ain't ever finna get out of line again. So what I'm saying is, bro, y'all fought for a rich boy to just dribble. I've never heard of y'all being 500 deep when a black man get killed. Whether it's by a black man or a cop or whoever, I just never see y'all. It's death going on around here, bro. It's way more shit going on than a fucking basketball game. Motherfuckers dying out here, but I've never seen y'all line up for some shit. Like, I ain't never seen you line up at the police station. I ain't never seen you motherfuckers go downtown at the courthouse and line up for some shit like that and say free black prisoners. So until we really, listen, I don't give a fuck about knowledge when it comes. I prefer freedom over knowledge. Yeah, just let black folks be free, give us our shit back, and get us some land so where we aight and we ain't incarcerated as much and we ain't as poor as we are. I take that over knowledge any day. We can learn after we get our money and shit and our land. We can get knowledge after that. It's too much of a struggle for knowledge right now. Motherfuckers ain't got time to read books and shit. None of that shit is real out here. The struggle is real. Motherfuckers out here eating syrup sandwiches and shit. Motherfuckers eating dry Roman noodle packages and shit. So we need resources and we need money and power and a way to not depend on the white boy. If you ever want to impress me, show me a group that's teaching us not to depend on the government. Anyway, I'm through with the Israelites. To the church, very familiar with you. My pops was a preacher. Granddaddy was a preacher. Great-granddaddy was a preacher. However, I am not a preacher. When I was coming up as a teenager, I thought I might be one, but I ended up taking the bad road and got on some street shit and shit like that. I've taken a stance against the church recently. I just had to take a stance and say, as familiar as I am with the church, I know all the songs. I was a choir director. I sang and shit like that. So I'm very familiar with the church. But at this point, bro, the church, in my opinion, and just religion, period, is becoming a joke. It's just becoming a joke. And I'm just so glad I saw this because it just showed me, bro, the church don't fight for nothing. The church just fight to do the same little routine every Sunday, do your little choir rehearsal, do your Bible study, and do all that shit, but make sure that collection plate is right. That is the main priority. So what I'm saying is, preachers are the most humble men on this earth. Preachers are the most non-violent, most humble, most non-confrontational men on this earth. The church supposed to welcome everybody. So for y'all to come out aggressive like that, it just showed me how coward we are as a people, but especially the church. There is nothing more cowardly in black society than the black church. The black church is the most cowardly religion in America. And I'm explaining that shit. But anyway, how y'all was so boldly to come out and start shit with them black Hebrews and shit like that. I ain't never seen a group of church members at a fucking courthouse. So I'm saying the same shit about both of you motherfuckers. One of you motherfuckers trying to teach us knowledge. The other motherfuckers trying to teach us Jesus. We have heard enough about Jesus. We know all about him. We know the whole story. Yeah, he was in a manger. And we know all that shit. That shit ain't never made white folks stop hating us. Jesus has never got us freedom. Jesus has never took the hate out of white folks' heart. And we know it. So evidently, this religion is not working. It ain't got us a step further in America. And also, when George Bush signed that law back in 2001, or was it '04, we started putting money into the churches and giving them grants and shit. Because before that, the community was the church. We never asked white folks for money. But anyway, when that happened, that's why you see so many $1 million churches. This preacher that came out, that looked like $1 million church. It was a huge church. So I'm pretty sure he pretty much government paid. That's why he said he gonna call the police on them. Them dudes wasn't threatening them or nothing, but he ready to call the police on them and shit like that. So what I'm saying is, it's just a lot of selective outrage, just like in boxing, just black people everywhere. We got selective outrage towards each other. But the church, like I said, the church don't fight against shit. The church, you know what's so fucked up about this new church message? Because it wasn't the same message when I was a kid. The church message, it changed every 5 years. Right now it's on prosperity. And yeah, if some shit going wrong in your life, if your boss man cuss you out, it's just something you ain't doing right. Yeah, the Lord tested you. And you just got to pass that test. And what you do, you just be even nicer to him. Bring him an apple the next day. And yeah, and just love. Look at what Jesus went through compared to what you going through on that job, and compared to what you going. I know that mechanic done messed over your car 3 times, and he owe you $270 because he done put that part on wrong. Now your car more fucked up than what it is. But forgive him. It's just a test, cause God gonna send you the right mechanic and all that shit. There. Sometimes we need to raise some hell. When the church gonna really raise hell at the death of black men every day? When you motherfuckers gonna get some nuts? When the church gonna get tough? The church is the softest group of black people that has ever existed in America. The church was stronger in the 60s. Even when, I told you, when black men was letting them white folks spray us with water hose and them German shepherds was biting the shit out of us, we was way stronger than we are today. Because they was getting sprayed by them water hose to get freedom, to expose the government for who they are. It was a method to the madness. We don't fight for shit no more. The church so fake, bro. And the way you let these women dress, bro, how can you even focus on what the Lord is trying to tell you? Well, you motherfuckers ain't gonna set up a dress code. It's just a lot of shit I gotta ask the church. Another thing, the biggest reason, like I said, the church has never changed white folks. And they introduced us to the religion. But anyway, the black church don't want to never address. Why won't you motherfuckers storm some of these huge white churches down in your downtown city areas and ask them, why won't they join hands with y'all? Why has the white church never joined hands with the black church? Why is that? Why is that? Why has Christianity never made black and white churches fellowship together? Why has it never done that? I'm gonna go a step further. Because my pops was a preacher, and I used to hear him vent to me because he had a small po church. He didn't make very much money. My pops made about $150 every Sunday. He was at a small church and shit like that. He used to complain and say, I know I'm worth more than that. And shit like that. And he would talk about how it was other preachers that had bigger churches and they wouldn't invite him to preach at their church because he kind of small. It's like the dope game. You know what I'm saying? So he not big enough to preach at his church, but my pop's really a better preacher than him. And it's also that I don't want you to come to my church and shine on me and steal some of my members, and now people know about you. I'm not gonna let you outshine me. It's just like letting another rapper open up for you and you think the rapper more fire than you. So I learned with my pops that, and with my granddaddy when I lived in Dallas, that well-to-do black churches do not call on poor preachers to come preach. You can't come preach at their church. And if you a post church trying to get a well-to-do suburban preacher to come preach at your shit, he gonna tax you. Yeah, he may charge $1,500, but he gonna charge you by 2 stacks to come to the hood. It's an extra $500 just to come to the hood. So I have yet to see the suburban black church unite with the poor black church. So it's a lot of shit to me. So I could never join any religion. And even the Muslims, y'all got a lot of shit going on too. You know, it's a lot of shit, bro. You know, there's no religion in America amongst black folks that's just a black religion. Islam ain't a black, that's an Arab religion. Christianity is a white boy religion. He taught us that. It ain't no religion in America that's black, that's a black. The Israelites, y'all ain't no black religion. You're not. You're not. And you ain't fighting white folks. You ain't fighting. Y'all just teaching knowledge. Show me some black folks that want to fight the system and really empower black people and build shit and build these kids and have jobs for them and mentor kids. Because I just don't see none of that. I just see you motherfuckers it's just some popularity shit right now. And we always want to, motherfuckers just always want to create a group. It ain't nothing but some ego shit. And it's going to be another motherfucker, another black person to create a group that he want his group to be better than yours. And his whole group is based off trying to prove that your group ain't right. That's on YouTube right now. For every YouTuber, it's another YouTuber black that's trying to expose him and prove that what he talking ain't real. So until we address the real agenda, we'll never move forward as a people. Because you motherfuckers want to be smarter than the next man. That's how you Israelites, y'all just think y'all smarter than Christians. And Muslims think they smarter than Christians, and Christians think they smarter than all of them. So it ain't nothing but some egos. But one thing about it, I think the church is the weakest religion. Yeah, the church make black folks think it's their fault while they getting hung and shot up. It's just a test we going through, the Lord putting us through. And it just, we gotta go through it and shit like that. You know, Christianity these days, it almost teach black folks like they cursed, and that's why they just gotta go through that. You know, the Mormons, which is a white religion based out of Utah, they teach that black folks are cursed and they give them the right to mistreat us. So yeah, Christianity, it's like, yeah, the more it's evolving into this prosperity, and if you ain't got prosperity, it's some shit you doing wrong. Yeah, that's what it teaches now. If you ain't successful and got a business and own some shit, it's just some shit you ain't done yet. Meanwhile, bro, the hardest workers I've ever seen is the brokest motherfuckers. So all this knowledge and all this fellowship and all that other shit, black folks are just a bunch of monkeys, and there ain't enough bananas in the world to feed you motherfuckers. This is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, George J. With that, I'm out.